It is, in a lot of ways, the classic kind of Dracula story, but I really kind of think that they've lifted it out of this horror genre and have kind of transported it into a fantasy film. And when I look at a lot of the different kind of storylines and subplots and characters, it has so many strong fantasy elements. It's an origin story, so it's based around the legend Dracula that kind of was born from the actual Vlad, the Impaler, historical person, and so there is definitely those elements for sure. Much of her story in the film is centered around the love story between her and Vlad, and then also just the story of love and family with her, Vlad, and Ingress. And so I spent a lot of time in rehearsals with Luke trying to define, I guess, a real love story and a real relationship, not one that was kind of boxed in just like a classic love story. We wanted it to seem real and accessible to a modern audience watching this film. So, when we have this scene where we're in the Castle Dracula, and we're putting Ingress to bed at night, and it's just chaos, and he's running around and playing with the dragon, and we're trying to get him into bed, and we're kind of having these real family moments. I think that even though it's a historical film or a fantasy film, you watch these kind of scenes between the family and the scenes between Vlad and Morena, and they seem very real and contemporary in a lot of ways. And yeah, we did because, I guess Vlad the Impaler, the actual historical figure, had a very, very intense childhood and adolescence and upbringing, and there was a lot of violence and death and violence in his life. And so, we spent some time talking about, okay, so where has this man come from, and how has he evolved beyond that? And how much has he shared with his wife about his past? And so we kind of talked about those things, like, they probably would have divulged everything to each other. They have a very honest relationship, and I think that's lovely, because I think that helps to show different sides of Vlad as well, because so he's not just this stone wall warrior. I think with his family, he's able to become more of a human, really, more of a compassionate human. And so we kind of started that in that place, so we had somewhere to kind of go. And that's why I think when Vlad is hiding his secret from Morena, I think it's so powerful and painful, because it seems to be the only secret that they have between the two of them. And then, of course, when she finds out, it becomes more about keeping their family together at all costs. And I think that those provide very high stakes to motivate each character throughout the film. This version is such an epic version, and there's so many elements. There's the love story, there's the father, there's the warrior, it's like such a multifaceted character that I just didn't really know who could kind of fill those shoes. And when I started working with Luke, it was like he was born to play this role. He even has fangs. Like, he even has fangs in his teeth. Like, it's amazing. He actually has fangs. So he is physically perfect for the part. No, he's such a brilliant actor. I really enjoy working with him. He's so humble and lovely and hardworking, and I find it so inspiring to be around him.